right, so the next pass we're going to look at is coming from the headquarters position, and this pass is a great way to surprise the person on bottom. It's very dynamic. A lot of people don't expect you to do this sort of movement, and what we're going to do is set up what I like to call a favorable scramble, meaning that I know that when I do this move, I'm not going to be able to necessarily pass his guard, but he's going to react in a certain way that I can plan ahead and be able to attack him right as he starts to make his natural reaction, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to be in the headquarters position, okay? We're all established. We're in deep. We made sure to keep this leg between our legs, okay? You know, this is a great one to do if they're holding the ankle. You know, maybe we've tried to drop in and whatever, and we're just looking to change things up a little bit and catch them by surprise, all right? So what I'm going to do when I'm here, not really letting him see or feel what's about to happen, I want to kick my leg like in a circle around his face, and then I'm going to sit on top of his leg that's in the middle. So whenever I'm here, I'm going to throw my left leg over and connect here on top of his other leg. And I'm literally just going to kind of slide down from this position. Now, it's very natural for him to want to catch an underhook from here, all right? And I know this, and I don't plan on trying to stabilize this position, but instead, I want to get close enough to where I can attack his neck, and now I can. So whenever he underhooks, right away I'm going to wrap around his head with my right arm and bring my other arm around his underhook and grab the outside of my hand. Okay, similar to how we've already been working, you know, this sort of grip around the head and the arm, okay? Now, when I get to this position, from here I can start to set up my attacks right away, okay? The Darce is here again, all right? If he kind of stays on his side, maybe wants to look to play half guard or things like that, I can right away start to shoot my arm through, grab my bicep, and look to set up my Darce, okay? Now, usually with this one though, because I've kicked over and you know I'm sliding down, a lot of times they're going to turn right to their knees. Yes, okay, while we have the head and arm, all right? So knowing that's how he's likely going to transition, as he's coming up to his knees, I'm going to let go of my hand just for a second and come around in front of his arm and then re-grip my hand right in front of his chin. Okay, so I'm gripping just like this, all right? And from here, I want to pull my arm all the way through and bring my elbow over the top of his shoulder and his collarbone, okay? Now, I have the no-arm guillotine, and this is all happening in transition. So before he even realized what happened, I'm already transitioning to his neck, ready to take this no-arm guillotine, okay? So to finish this, all right, I'm going to slide my right leg in just like this, and I like to try to go in front of this arm so it's out of my way, okay? And then my left leg is going to come over his back, all right? And I'm going to throw my elbow over as my left leg comes over, and then here I have the finish. That's usually the most likely finish that we're going to use at the end of this technique, okay? However, though, if he stays on his side, you can attack the Darce, all right? So again, we're in a nice established headquarters position. Like I said, this is a great one to do when they're holding the ankle, all right? To kind of help me get this in position a little bit, I'll kind of do a little bit of adjustment of his leg. So it's really just this one leg pointing straight up, all right? Now I'm going to swing my leg over, and you see how I'm sitting on his leg, okay? And then I just let myself slide down. Now he's going to want to take this underhook. From here, I'm already going to his head and wrapping around, okay? This will help shut down his underhook. And this, you know, this is kind of its own position where I can attack the Darce and, you know, threaten his neck, maybe even look to step over to mount, things like that, all right? But like I said, most of the time they're going to continue to turn and come to their knees. Now look how I already switched my hands by the time he's up on his knees, okay? So now I'm in the no-arm guillotine position, all right? From here, I'm going to pull my arm through around his neck, so it's just his neck around my right arm, okay? My left arm is just pulling that, all right? And I bring my elbow over as I slide in and throw my leg over the back, okay? So we finish right here with him not having any way to stop this choke, all right? One reaction you might do is fall over to his side, in which case I will follow him and base and finish this on top. It's a very fast choke, okay? So let's look at this from the side. Right here, I'm in position. I throw my leg over, start to slide down, take the head. If he comes up, look, I already switched my hands. From here, I pull it through, slide in, and get the finish. So, like I said, this is what I like to call a favorable scramble, meaning that we know there's going to be a scramble, but it's in our favor. We're going to get that head control, we're ready to attack the neck, and before they even realize what happened, they're coming up to their knees, they're already completely set up for a very tight guillotine choke.